Well, the first full work week is done for 4.5 million Italians. The country is in phase 2 of its reopening, and that's where we find Sebastiano Bazzichetto. And he's an Italian language teacher in Treviso, close to Venice, where it is already the afternoon. Sebastiano, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
We last spoke to you 2 months ago. What has it been like in those 2 months, and how does it feel now to sort of have a sense of normalcy, or at least the start of a return to normalcy?
Well, I mean, it hasn't been easy. You know, as I said many times, it felt quite unreal, I have to say. And the way we feel now is very peculiar in a way, because I don't think that people are doing well. You know, we are seeing images of people applauding, but the country is basically on the verge of an economic and social collapse. And, you know, the general atmosphere, I would say, that is rather tense. You know, where I find myself now, at least 20 shops have shut down and will never reopen. And I'm talking about bars, retail, hairdressers, and the like. So, I mean, they couldn't wait for the official reopening planned by the government. The only option they had was to close their businesses forever. And, you know, there is also the psychological outcome of all this that was and still is unpredictable. You know, when they first said, stay home, and when we were told to stay home, it was and still is pretty hard. Think of all the people who are not safe at home, for example, because of abuse situations and so forth. And so it's very complicated, more complicated than we could expect it, of course.
And how did you cope with it? I mean, we have been told to stay home, but we were allowed to go out. We could get out, get some exercise by walking, things like that. You were literally in your homes, and only now can you travel a little bit. How did you cope with it?
I think, you know, you have to maintain yourself mentally healthy. And so we try to find or rediscover those family traditions like reading together, watching movies, playing cards. Thank God we have a little garden, so we could enjoy some sun. We have a little dog, so we were allowed actually to go out to walk the dog. And I think it's in the little things that we actually found a new reality, new normality, so to speak.
And now that they're easing some of the restrictions, what is your concern for yourself? Like, what's your biggest fear as you start to head back out? And also, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I think, you know, we are all worried for the future that is unpredictable, of course, in terms of jobs, for example, and our country's economy and so forth. But mostly, I believe it is the sense of human isolation that has drained our energy and souls. You know, I really endorse John Donne's words when he wrote, "No man is an island entire of itself." And I think that we cannot wait to become again a piece of the continent, a part of the main. That is the thing that I'm most really looking forward to.
It will, hopefully things will recover and people will get to live, laugh, and love together again, I think, which is so important. Sebastiano, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate you sharing your thoughts in this difficult time. Thank you very much. We'll have more.